Now, complete high school football coverage. This is 10 Sports First and 10. Brought to you by these sponsors.
Welcome to the big show, everybody. With all due respect to Top Gun, this is my 17th sequel here. And for anyone out there thinking this quality sports show is headed to extinction, maybe so, sir, but not today. I have a squadron of quality folks making sure that I speak the truth, including Samantha, who's in charge of all things web related. Check out our redesigned First and 10 page for all things football, which brings me to the opener. The game of the week, our reigning player of the year and his squad heading into the blackout that is Bassett, where one of our players of the week, I should say, returns with his squad. The Eagles at the Bengals. 10 Sports' Brooke Leonard had the privilege of checking this one out. Brooke, it was a good one.
Yeah, and there's a reason why we call it our game of the week, obviously. As I mentioned earlier today, Bassett averaged 46 points through 10 games last season. Franklin County, 30. Those teams love the end zone, and it showed tonight. All right, first quarter, Bassett up 3-0. Handoff to Jalen Lyde, who trucks it 20-15, 10 through the puddles into the end zone. Bengals lead 10-0 later. Bassett still ahead 10-7. Franklin County's Eli Fouts rolls out, finds Jamion King, beating his defender, and the Eagles are on top. Late third quarter, Jalen Lee adding a little insurance for the Eagles. He scrambles this one in 13 yards, and it's 21-10. Early fourth quarter, Jay Rikus Harrison airs it out to Brandon LeDuc Maddox, and it's a one-score game. Then 30 seconds left on the clock. Bengals with a last shot here on the trick play, and it's picked off by Ian England. Eagles prevail, beating Bassett 21-17.
I thought the kids did a great job. You know, we're one of our big focus is just getting better at what we do, getting better in our base, and Coach Hunt and the defense, they made it happen tonight. You know, that was a defensive one game.
Well, when we ran it down, I was happy. And we punted it and backed them up, and they started driving down. I was telling all our DBs, don't bite on anything. Come up and make tackles. Don't let them beat us over the top. So just do your job.
J.R. Edwards said this week that this matchup often makes it feel like you have the game until Bassett comes around and punches you in the mouth, and the Eagles did a good job making sure that didn't happen tonight.
Oh, my gosh. What a great selection for Game of the Week. Brooke, It was all you.
Yeah, it was a great game. I mean, I can't say me being there adds tight games, but
there you go. Okay, we've got some scores for you, and we're talking Piedmont and some other teams. How about Dinwiddie over GW Danville? Tough trip for them. Meantime, Dan River, a 46-20 over Tunstall, and Halifax County, 21-12 was your final over Person. All right, we'll move on with a tour of the River Ridge. And how about a rivalry game that used to be reserved for November? The Titans and Knights colliding at Bogle. Let's get you to that one. Here we go. It's Cave Spring, it's Hidden Valley, and we've got action. Landon Altizer missing the snap. Hidden Valley's Jaden Latempa forcing the turnover. But Hidden Valley failed to score, and here comes Altizer making up for it. Look at the cutback. That is a terse reverse. Call a nurse because the defense is hemorrhaging right there. 7-0 first quarter lead. More Altizer. He's going deep up top. That's Owen Sweeney for Cave Spring. Little wheel and deal deep right there. And then Altizer again. Another big gain coming up here. Boy, is he talented. And he's coming right at you. Be careful right there. Be careful. Meantime, near the goal line, right? And then they would eventually cash it in. Cave Spring, 37-0 over Hidden Valley tonight. How about Christiansburg? How would they fare against Floyd County tonight? Start of the third quarter. Blue Demons up 13-0. Snap to Cam Cooper. Look out. Freddie Garcia, the big hit. Ball was loose, but Christiansburg, Tanner Evans, Johnny on the spot right there, makes the recovery. Next drive, Kendrick Long. Look at this young man book. Little burst to avoid the worst, and he is going to just roll the distance. 50-plus yards for the touchdown. Christiansburg, they are leading, and now it is a final 34-0 over Floyd County. What about Northside at Pulaski County? Cougars, a little snap to Christopher Gallimore, toss to Trevor Burton. He's going to get dragged down past the pylon. He's in. Pulaski up in this one. We're going to hand it off to Burton again. This time, it's a never-ending effort. He refuses to go down. Folks, is he? Could he be the rolling ball of butcher knives tonight? I'm not sure, but that's an early entrant, if you will. Now, how about Gallimore dropping back? He's looking, and he'll find Brett Jones up the middle, puts him within scoring distance again. And again, off to Burton, and watch him punch it in right here. Pulaski, great blocking, getting it done. How about 43-0? Salem on the road at Martinsburg, West Virginia. I will remind you, Martinsburg has won 9 Class 3 West Virginia state titles since 2010, including last year. And tonight, Salem found out it was 40-6, Martinsburg, West Virginia. It's not what I am, it's who I am. That rings true for plenty of coaches and players out there, including in Daleville, where the Cavaliers power football traded blows with EC Glass, and at PH, where the Patriots track meet would try and run Brookville out of the city. We'll see how that went. And in Lynchburg, where the Pioneers would try to deny the Colonels a foothold in the Hill City. Plus this.
We're the Hidden Valley Cheerleaders. Stay tuned for more First and 10 right after these messages.
All right, last season, the first ever meeting between these two perennial playoff teams ended in a 41-30 shootout. Tonight in Daleville, the Cavaliers would be seeking a less hectic pace, so keep that in mind. Here comes Lord Botetourt opening with the Class 4 power. EC Glass striking first. George White. How about this fade to Lavarius Gilbert, splitting the defenders? It's 7-0 Glass in this one. Coach Jeff Woody has a special one in White. He knows it, and here comes White up top. Tayon Mosby splitting through the secondary. And we had a 14-0 game, but the power run game of the Cavs starts to catch on. Jakari nicely behind the Great Wall of Daleville, running here into the red zone. He's going to try to cash in, and would. Start of the second quarter, we've got a 14-7 game. But Glass would go down the field. George White would punch one in right here to make it 21-7. I have to mention, LB was stopped at the 4-yard line to end the half. A lot of momentum lost there. Glass goes on to a 28-14 victory. Meanwhile, we're still talking Seminole District. No reason to think that Heritage won't be in the mix. They had a feisty visitor of their own tonight with the Colonels of William Fleming. First quarter, and yes, get ready. This one's back and forth. Heritage first and goal, forced to fumble. It's Rajon Booker-Felder in for the 10-yard touchdown. Pioneers up 7-0. 30 seconds later, Colonels, Devin Johnson weaving through the defense, and he's going to connect with Lewis English to the end zone. We've got a 30-yard touchdown. Later in the quarter, Heritage on a 2nd and 14. It's Bateman finding a contested Tavion Clark. Nice 21-yard reception. 2 plays later. Ball on the 8. Zach Steele fighting his way for the touchdown. Heritage missed the extra point. It was 13-7. Still first quarter. William Fleming, 2nd and 9. Ball on the 31. Johnson to English for the touchdown. English, a little too much celebration there. Gets the flag thrown on him. But the Colonels, we're up 14-13. Second quarter, Fleming near midfield. Malachi Coleman on the run down the sideline. They led 21-13 at half, but Heritage never goes away. 32-28. The Pioneers get the victory this evening. How about LCA at Magna Vista? Coach Joe Favero and the Warriors against the state Class 3 runner-ups. That's Frank Rocco and company. Opening possession, Joe Borchers dumping it off to Gideon Davidson. Look at him, Book, racing up the sidelines, 47 yards, 7-0 LCA. Next series, brace yourselves. Caleb Lynch going to shovel the ball to Jameer Hairston. He's going to fake out our photographer, Paul, and then Paul pays the price. Paul was A-OK, but let me tell you, I think Hairston was just upset he didn't get extra screen time, right? So he took him out. Gideon Davison, meanwhile, parting the Magna Vista defense. Davison's got more offers than Paul's got bruises, but it's close. but it's close. Meantime, Davidson here. This is Caleb Davidson, the toss, and he will tower of power in over 3 defenders. LCA 40-0 tonight is your final. Meantime, William Byrd 42-6 over Liberty tonight. And how about JF taking care of Gretna 33, to 12 is your final. All right, folks. How about an early test? We've been talking all these Seminole teams, right?
Sure.
How about an early test from Brookville coming in to take on PH?
Absolutely.
I was surprised that game would be scheduled again, but they're going to keep scheduling it.
They're going to keep doing it. And, hey, what better way to sharpen iron than week 1 right off the bat? But I tell you what, it's one thing to have playmakers, but if they can't get the ball and be on the field, it's another story. That was the case for PH in the first half. Up 7-0 Brookville was when Drake McDaniel, he's the quarterback, but he gets the punt block, scoops it, scores it. It's 14-0 Brookville. Ensuing kickoff, Quali Carter, he went from a one-hand catch in practice to a kick return for touchdown tonight. 14-7, B still leading. Later, it's Drake yet again. Look at this 22-yard trot for his 3rd touchdown of the game. Brookville rolling 28-7 at halftime. Second half, though, PH showing fight. Some of those weapons, Joey Beasley to Penn State commit Carmelo Taylor. That was on a 4th and long, by the way, 28-14. How about transfer Sidney Webb? A late touchdown run. We remember this guy, 17 yards out. He's in for the touchdown. Carmelo Taylor added another one late, but it wouldn't be enough. Brookville survives 35-27 after a crucial 4th down conversion.
In that first half, we thought we was going to come out. I was trying to tell everybody it won't easy, but came through the second half. It was a little bit tougher than we thought it was, but my team's the toughest out here. I'm going to stand on that.
Drake can air it out. He will air it out. But our game plan said that the fewer times that 7, 2, 5, 10, 1, 12 touch the ball, the better our chances, because they have guys who can score on any given play. So that was 100% the strategy, is we have to own the possession and limit their touches, because as you saw second half, when they got clicking, they got scary.
And that was the key right there, right? He named all the playmakers for PH. That was the strategy, keep the ball out of their hands. They did it to a T, but as he mentioned, 2 or 3 more minutes in that game, it could have gone differently.
I was going to say, 4.5 quarters, we might have a different outcome.
Right.
All right. It may indeed be time to let go, but we don't know how. We're heading to Galax for a check on the Maroon Tide as they look to get another special season started when we come back. All right, let's get you to Perry McClure at Rockbridge. This is always a big rivalry game. McClure with its punt block. That's Rockbridge's Durande Stores, and the Wildcats taking over on the 26-yard line. 2 plays later, quarterback Garrett Clater to Durande Stores, who avoids 2 tackles. He's into the zone. The big fella rambling in from 26 yards out at 6-0. Blues coming right back. Brennan Shiley here to John Snyder. And how big and tough is John Snyder? Look at him rumble. Down for the 23-yard gain. Few plays later, Shiley dropping back, hitting Jace Barger. 15-yard touchdown. Blues take the lead 7-6. Back and forth game, as expected, goes to Rockbridge 32-29. Scores for you, Bath County by 1 over Covington 21-20. And how about Craig County over Bland 20-14. Brooke Galax has been the gold standard in Class 1 football. But you know what? Glenver is nice and shiny, too, in Class 2. The two got together tonight.
Yeah, and it's usually a good game of the week option, but, you know, that's because it's always a good game and it's always tight. All right, Coach Allen and the Tide are ready to go. First quarter, Mason Cox pushes it across. Galax up 7-0. The Maroon Tide looking for more. Cox over the middle, picked off by Nick Woodson, and he's gone. We are tied at 7. Oh, look at the Jets on that kid. I mean, you just cannot get enough. Glenver bringing in their special teams right here. And the punt is blocked by Jack Camper. Highlanders in good business, but the drive stalls. Galax getting it back together. Mason Cox going to drop back to pass before the half. He nails Colton Barnes. Galax
nice
gets
catch.
it done. Oh, yeah. 27-20 over Glenver. 90-minute delay over in Blacksburg, taking on Giles for that crazy storm tonight. That Giles single wing. Speaking of storms, Christian Ratcliffe with the big yards, fumbles, but Jacob Edwards comes in with the relief for a big gain. Giles will go ahead, push it in. Kalik Saunders on the score. But later, the Bruins getting it done through the air. Logan Panel dropping back, connects with Ethan Walker for the gain, but that single wing was too tough to stop. Giles wins at 35-21. Some more scores. Narrows beats Auburn 51-7. Rural Retreat 27-9 over Fort Chiswell, and Carroll County gets the dub tonight, 56-25 over Patrick County. Back to you, Happy.
Thank you, Brooke. The final season for both Allegheny and Covington before they merge. Tonight, the Mountaineers visiting a VIS program with plenty of championship pedigree in Roanoke Catholic. So let's get you out for that one. And congrats to the Roanoke Catholic Alumni Reunion Night, classes of 74 and 79. And here we go, Eli Ensminger to Xavier Hazlett. First touchdown of the game, 7-0 Allegheny. Ensminger here going another scoring pass to Garrett Vaya, who scrambles into the end zone. 14-0 Mountaineers. Roanoke Catholic's quarterback Preston Clark going to come up here, completing on second down to Marcus Brown, but not nearly enough of this. This one goes to Allegheny, 40-12. Scores for you from Thursday: Radford over George Wythe, and Buffalo Gap defeats James River this evening. Prince Edward over Chatham, and Central Lunenburg over Alta Vista tonight, 54-17. How about Stanton River taking down William Campbell, and Appomattox, no shock here, the Raiders, 37-24 over Buckingham County. This afternoon, the Raiders got things started on yet another quest for an independent school title. Let's get you out for a look at this one. Some early action courtesy of North Cross football. It's Nansemond Suffolk and the Raiders, and it's Connor Lang going deep to Ian Can for the 41-yard touchdown strike. A little later on the option, Lang doing his thing. He's going to tuck and run right there for the score. Raiders led 26-0 second quarter. Suspended. Game will be completed Monday, 4 p.m. at Hampton, Sydney. So keep that in mind. Smith Mountain Lake, a winner over Fuqua. 33-6 is your final. Randolph Henry 19-6, and Grayson County 20-7. Quick notes for you. FAMU is going to face North Carolina without 20 players. Sam Darnold is injured. They took him off on a stretcher. We'll let you know about the Carolinas' backup quarterback. And the Braves are winning again. They were leading the Cardinals 5-1. That's going to do it for week one. 'Twas a fine show indeed. We're back next week. Until then, talk to me, Goose. Talk to me.